Welcome, mystery enthusiasts, to another riveting episode of Vision Vibes. Today we're about to delve into a mystery that has stood the test of time, a tale that has baffled investigators, crime enthusiasts, and the general public alike for decades. We present to you the unresolved enigma, D.B. Cooper's mystery. From an ordinary day at Portland International Airport to an audacious hijacking, from a meticulously planned crime to a vanishing act that left no trace, we are about to embark on a journey into the heart of one of the most intriguing unsolved mysteries in history. Who was D.B. Cooper? What drove him to carry out the only successful air piracy in U.S. aviation history? How did he execute his audacious plan with such calm elegance? And most importantly, where did he go? These are just a few of the questions we will attempt to answer. We'll explore the various theories that have been proposed, the implications of this unsolved crime on aviation security, and the legacy D.B. Cooper has left behind. We'll also dive into the speculation that continues to fuel this mystery, keeping it alive even after all these years. So, buckle up and prepare to dive headfirst into the enigmatic world of D.B. Cooper. We promise you a captivating journey full of intriguing details, unexpected twists, and thought-provoking theories. Stay tuned, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on our latest releases. See you on the other side of mystery. Hello and welcome to Vision Vibes. Today we're breaking down the details of the mystery of Dan Cooper, known as D.B. Cooper, the goals we aim to achieve, and the subsequent implications on the global stage. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to explore this multifaceted journey with us. The only unsolved hijacking in U.S. aviation history continues to baffle those who try to decipher it. Who was this enigma known as D.B. Cooper? Our story unfolds on a brisk November day in 1971. An ordinary individual blending seamlessly with the crowd strides into Portland International Airport and purchases a ticket for a brief journey to Seattle. He introduces himself as Dan Cooper. However, the world of mystery and crime would come to know him by a different moniker, D.B. Cooper. Aboard the Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305, a Boeing 727 jetliner, Cooper assumed an air of calm elegance. Dressed in a crisply ironed business suit, he blended perfectly with the 36 other unsuspecting passengers on the midday flight. Cooper's demeanor was unremarkable, mimicking the quiet charm of a regular business traveler. Yet, beneath the facade of normalcy, a plot of breathtaking audacity and meticulous planning was beginning to take shape. As the Boeing 727, a narrow-body airliner that was one of the most popular of its time, ascended into the vast, cloud-filled expanse, Cooper initiated his audacious plan. He handed a note to an unsuspecting flight attendant. Initially, she brushed it off as a lonely businessman's attempt at flirtation, tucking the note away unread. But Cooper, maintaining his composed demeanor despite the gravity of his impending act, leaned towards her and whispered in a low tone, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." The seemingly ordinary flight to Seattle was about to turn into an unprecedented event of criminal audacity that would continue to confound investigators for decades to come. As the mystery of D.B. Cooper's identity and fate looms, the intrigue surrounding the case only deepens. Who was D.B. Cooper and what became of him? These are the questions that have haunted investigators and crime enthusiasts for decades. The lack of concrete evidence has led to a plethora of theories about Cooper's identity, each more intriguing than the last. Some believe he was an ex-military man, well-versed in survival tactics. Others suggest he may have been a disgruntled airline employee or a daredevil thrill-seeker. Yet, despite relentless investigation and speculation, the true identity of D.B. Cooper remains shrouded in mystery. The debate about whether Cooper survived the daring parachute jump is another piece of the complex puzzle. The conditions were far from favorable: freezing temperatures, a high-speed plane, a dark stormy night, and an uncharted leap into the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest. Could Cooper, a man with seemingly no prior parachuting experience, have survived such a jump? Experts are divided, but the consensus leans towards the unlikely. Adding to the enigma, years after the hijacking, a small portion of the ransom money was discovered by a young boy near the Columbia River. The tattered bills, confirmed to be part of the ransom, reignited the debate. Did Cooper survive only to lose some of his ill-gotten gains, or was the money a silent testament to his demise? The unsolved puzzle of D.B. Cooper continues to stir intrigue and fascination, adding yet another layer to the enigma. Every piece of evidence, every theory, only deepens the mystery. Who was D.B. Cooper and what was his fate? These are the questions that, despite the passage of time, remain as captivating as the day the man known as D.B. Cooper vanished into thin air. In a daring act of audacity, Cooper vanished into the night, leaving no trace behind. As Flight 305 maintained a low altitude as demanded by Cooper, somewhere over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, he made his move. Using the rear air stair of the Boeing 727, a feature unique to this aircraft, Cooper took a leap into the unknown. Let's take a moment to understand the audacity of this act. The Boeing 727 was flying at approximately 200 miles per hour in freezing temperatures at night. The jump was not just bold, it was borderline suicidal. Most experts agree that even a seasoned parachutist would have struggled to survive such a jump. Yet Cooper, as far as anyone knew, wasn't a seasoned parachutist. As the plane continued its flight, the crew, confined to the cockpit, had little idea of Cooper's daring escape. It was only upon landing at Reno Airport, amidst a sea of police and federal agents, that the crew and authorities realized the enormity of what had just happened. D.B. Cooper had vanished, leaving behind only his alias in a plane full of bewildered passengers. In the blink of an eye, Cooper had vanished, leaving behind a mystery that would baffle investigators for years to come. This audacious act, this vanishing into the night, would cement D.B. Cooper's place in the annals of criminal history, sparking a manhunt of unprecedented scale and intensity. As the reality of the hijacking dawned, Cooper's demands were relayed to the flight crew, who in turn contacted ground control. A tense negotiation began, unfolding thousands of feet in the sky. The flight crew, trained for emergency situations but perhaps not one of this magnitude, served as the intermediary between Cooper and the authorities. The ground control, taken aback by the audacious hijacking, sprang into action. Cooper's demands were clear: $200,000 and 4 parachutes. While the authorities scrambled to gather the ransom, they attempted to buy time, negotiating with Cooper through the flight crew. His response was chillingly calm, his resolve unwavering. As the flight continued, the tension within the cabin was palpable, a silent testament to the gravity of the situation. Meanwhile, on the ground, a flurry of activity ensued. The ransom was gathered, a hefty sum of unmarked $20 bills. In a parallel operation, 4 parachutes as demanded were sourced. The authorities had decided to acquiesce to Cooper's demands, prioritizing the safety of the passengers and crew. The negotiations were a high-stakes game of poker, with Cooper holding all the cards. As the plane descended towards Seattle, the stage was set for a dramatic showdown. Little did the authorities know, this was just the beginning of a saga that would grip the nation and baffle investigators for decades. In a chilling turn of events, Cooper made his intentions clear. It was not an ordinary day for the passengers on the commercial flight from Portland to Seattle. Amidst the hum of the engines and the occasional chime of the seatbelt sign, an unexpected announcement rattled the cabin. A man who would later be known as D.B. Cooper had hijacked the plane. Cooper's demands were straightforward yet startling. He wanted $200,000 and 4 parachutes. An odd request, you might think, but Cooper was not an ordinary man. The authorities, hoping to ensure the safety of the passengers, acquiesced to his demands. A tense wait ensued as the ransom was gathered, and the parachutes secured. Upon landing in Seattle, the passengers were released unharmed, a testament to Cooper's calculated approach. It was a breath of relief for those on board, but for Cooper, it was just the beginning. With the passengers gone, only Cooper and the flight crew remained on the plane. It was a precarious situation, like a game of chess played at 30,000 feet. The flight crew found themselves in an unfathomable situation. They were dealing with a hijacker who was now in possession of a hefty ransom and 4 parachutes. It was clear that Cooper had a plan, and this was just the first step. His calm demeanor and meticulously laid out demands hinted at a man who was not just playing with fire but was weaving it into his narrative. As the plane refueled, the tension in the air was palpable. The flight crew, now hostages in their own aircraft, could only speculate about what was to come. The authorities on the ground, meanwhile, were left scrambling, trying to predict Cooper's next move. With the money and parachutes in hand, Cooper was ready for the next phase of his audacious plan. As the plane took off again, Cooper was preparing for a daring escape. With the aircraft now airborne, cruising through the night sky, Cooper was ready to enact the next phase of his audacious plan. Clad in a business suit, with his ransom money and parachutes in tow, he stood at the rear of the Boeing 727. The cold air whistled through the open aft air stair, a feature unique to this aircraft. As the plane roared somewhere between Seattle and Reno, Cooper did the unthinkable. He jumped. Into the darkness of the night, he plunged, swallowed by the vast emptiness below. The harsh wind, the black void, none of it deterred him. Cooper was now a tiny speck, hurtling towards the ground, somewhere over the dense forests and rugged terrain. The audacity of this act sent shockwaves through the authorities. Once they were alerted, a massive manhunt was launched. Ground search teams combed the forests, helicopters scanned from above, even fighter jets scoured the skies, but it was like looking for a needle in a haystack. As days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, the search yielded nothing. Cooper, the man who had hijacked a plane, demanded a ransom, and jumped into the night, had seemingly disappeared. The vast landscape had swallowed him whole. The ransom money, too, remained elusive. Despite its marked bills, none of it surfaced in the banking system. It was as if the earth had opened up and taken both Cooper and the money, leaving no trace behind. After months of relentless searching, the authorities were left scratching their heads. They had been outsmarted and outmaneuvered by a man they knew nothing about. Cooper had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only a trail of baffling clues. His audacious escape would go down in history as one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Cooper's fate, like his identity, remains an enigma to this day. The FBI launched one of the most extensive and longest investigations in its history, codenamed Norjack. The investigation was a labyrinth of clues, theories, and dead ends. The found evidence included a clip-on necktie left behind on the plane, which was later subjected to advanced forensic testing. An 8-year-old boy discovered a rotting package filled with $20 bills amounting to almost $6,000, which matched the ransom serial numbers. Despite these pieces of evidence, the trail of D.B. Cooper seemed to vanish into thin air, just like the man himself. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe Cooper was an experienced skydiver, while others argue that he must have had knowledge of the local terrain. The most chilling theory, perhaps, is that Cooper didn't survive the jump. The conditions on the night of his daring escape were risky at best. It was a stormy, freezing night, and Cooper was not dressed for survival, wearing only a suit, loafers, and a trench coat. The terrain where he likely landed was rough, inhospitable, and in the dead of winter, deadly. Many investigators lean towards this theory, stating that, if Cooper had survived, clues or signs of his existence would have surfaced. Despite this, some remain hopeful. Amateur sleuths and crime historians like Eric Ulis have dedicated years to investigating the case. Ulis even sued the FBI for access to the clip-on tie Cooper left behind, hoping to extract DNA and finally unmask the elusive hijacker. Yet, despite all the efforts, all the theories, and all the investigations, the case of D.B. Cooper remains unsolved. The man who hijacked a plane, demanded a ransom, and parachuted into the abyss, left behind a legacy of mystery and intrigue. Despite all these efforts, the true identity and fate of D.B. Cooper remain shrouded in mystery. The D.B. Cooper case has left an indelible mark on American culture and history. The audacity of the hijacking, the bold escape, and the enduring mystery of the man's identity and fate have resonated deeply with the public, influencing various aspects of society. In the aftermath of Cooper's audacious act, aviation security underwent significant changes. The Federal Aviation Administration initiated a host of new measures, including mandatory luggage checks and the installation of peepholes in cockpit doors. The Cooper vane, a mechanical device that prevents a plane's air stair from being lowered during flight, was also introduced in response to the hijacking. These changes were pivotal in shaping the security protocols we experience in airports today. Beyond the tangible impact on aviation security, D.B. Cooper also made a splash in pop culture, becoming a symbol of audacious rebellion and unsolved mystery. His story has been retold and reimagined in numerous films, television series, books, and even video games. Netflix's docuseries, D.B. Cooper, Where Are You?, is a testament to this enduring fascination. Cooper's tale has become a part of America's cultural fabric, a narrative that continues to inspire and intrigue. This fascination goes beyond mere entertainment. The case has sparked a wave of amateur sleuthing, with countless individuals dedicating time and resources to unraveling the mystery. The D.B. Cooper case has become a part of the collective consciousness, a mystery that has captured the imagination of professional investigators and casual observers alike. Even after decades, the enigma of D.B. Cooper continues to captivate and intrigue us, reminding us that some mysteries just refuse to be solved. Ever since Cooper vanished into thin air, the mystery surrounding his identity and fate has fueled endless speculation and theories. Was Cooper an experienced skydiver or perhaps a military-trained paratrooper? Many believe that the precision with which the hijacking was executed suggests a professional background. The fact that he managed to jump from a plane in mid-flight into a stormy night with a parachute and a bag full of money and then disappear completely has led many to speculate about his possible military training. The debate about whether Cooper could have survived the jump is another point of contention. Some argue that given the altitude, the freezing temperatures, and the heavy rain, survival would have been nearly impossible. Yet, others point to the fact that despite extensive searches, Cooper's body was never found. Did he manage to survive against the odds, or did he perish unnoticed in the wilderness? The fate of the ransom money is another subject of intense speculation. Only a small portion of the money has ever been recovered, leading to theories about what happened to the rest of it. Did Cooper lose it during his jump, or did he manage to keep it with him and live out his days in luxury? These speculations and theories only add to the enigma of D.B. Cooper. They serve to keep the mystery alive, making it one of the most captivating unsolved mysteries in American history. Even after all these years, the case continues to baffle and intrigue, a testament to the enduring appeal of a good mystery. In the decades since the audacious act of D.B. Cooper, his legacy continues to reverberate. It's a tale that has seeped into the fabric of popular culture, inspiring books, films, songs, and even a musical. The allure of the case lies not just in the audacity of the hijacking, but in the enduring mystery surrounding Cooper's identity and fate. This enduring fascination has turned Cooper into something of a folk hero, a symbol of audacious defiance against the establishment. The impact of the Cooper case extends beyond mere fascination. The hijacking led to significant changes in aviation security. In the aftermath of the incident, airlines began to implement stringent measures to prevent such occurrences in the future. The Cooper vane, a mechanical device designed to prevent the lowering of a plane's aft air stairs during flight, was one such invention inspired by the event. This case served as a wake-up call for the aviation industry, prompting a complete overhaul of security measures. Even as the years roll on, the mystery surrounding D.B. Cooper remains unsolved. New theories continue to emerge, with amateur sleuths and professional investigators alike still drawn to the case. Despite the FBI officially closing the case in 2016, independent investigations continue, keeping the legacy of D.B. Cooper alive. The everlasting legacy of D.B. Cooper's mystery is a testament to the enduring fascination with unsolved mysteries. It's a story that continues to captivate, intrigue, and inspire, a tale that remains as enigmatic as its protagonist. The legend of D.B. Cooper lives on, a captivating piece of American folklore that continues to fuel speculation and imagination. Thank you all for embarking on this captivating journey through the mystery of Dan Cooper, better known as D.B. Cooper. The secrets that surround this case have puzzled investigators and enthusiasts for decades, making it one of the most intriguing unsolved mysteries of our time. We hope that this in-depth exploration has shed some light on this enduring enigma and sparked your curiosity. If you found this video insightful and want to delve deeper into the world of unsolved mysteries, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Your support motivates us to continue unearthing and sharing these fascinating stories. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and family. Who knows, you might inspire the next great investigator who finally unravels the mystery of D.B. Cooper. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and as always, keep seeking the truth. Until next time.